Ano oras? Every 30 minutes yata to. Every 1 hour.
12:15.
Hour yata to eh. Children! Ano yan? And ano? Dominican? Yung Dominican one? Gracias. Bing! Ay, dalawa lang! We're the only passenger! Passenger cat!
We promise you a panoramic and entertaining tour. And welcome to Santo Domingo, the first city established by Europeans in the Americas, founded by Bartolome Colon, the brother of the great Admiral Christopher Columbus, in August of 1496. But he settled it on the east bank of the Osama River. The part on the left was the military plaza. Here we see the Metropolitan Cathedral, and in the center, the monument, which is but a generic representation of the indigenous peoples of the Americas. The local people have baptized her as Anacona, however, in honor of the most famous queen of the tiny house.
Paano yung kami sumasakay? Para pala ba?
We move ahead now through Isabel the Catholic Street, named for pawn her jewels to finance Christopher Columbus's expedition to discover this new world. This street, which is known as Commerce Street, was the street of the market and other important businesses. Until the end of the past century, the main offices of commercial banks were here. To the left and right are the buildings that replaced the colonial homes, helping to create an unbalanced urban vision. Fortunately, not for the bank's fortunes, the colonial homes that are located to the left were untouched.
Harapan tayo ano dyan eh. Woohoo! Chu Chu! Chu Chu! Chu Chu! Chu Chu! Hello!
On December 10th of 1990, UNESCO declared the colonial city of Santo Domingo to be a monument to world culture.
Pinaransahan ko to eh, Dawer. Para sa'yo, pinasarado ko to. Of course, I got you off. Pakikita mo na yung mga restaurants, kapihan.
Here on our right is the French Hotel, and on the left, the Mexican Embassy. Both buildings are from the 17th century. We point out that they are an example of the original Spanish architecture of the city, with very small French influences during the period when the French governed the territory. These examples include the wide balconies with wooden floors, the decorative gingerbread adornments along the roofs, and wrought iron handrails that changed the austere facade of the colonial houses, converting them into homes that today are characteristically Caribbean. See the white tower of the town hall. Its beautiful 19th century facade, which was designed by the architect Osvaldo Bayer, covers the original colonial building.
Dito ka kaya lang mainis dyan. Maganda daw pagka sa dulo-dulo ka.
Located on the main door, identifies the names of the founders. Today, the town hall has its offices in a modern area of the city, but maintains this building. we see Columbus Park, the ancient military plaza. Around it were concentrated all the religious and civil powers, an urban concept that served as a model for all of the Americas. The statue and monument to Christopher Columbus was sculpted by Ernest Joliet. It was unveiled in 1899 during the government of the dictator Ulysses S. Grant. Within the park is the Metropolitan Cathedral, the primary cathedral in the Americas. This category was authorized by Pope Paul III in 1546. Construction of the cathedral took only 18 years. It was begun in 1523 and finished in 1541. Limestone from ancient coral was used, which gives its Gothic interior a unique color. The front facade is in the plateresque style. On the corner is the Plaza Padre Vigini. Vigini was a pious and caring priest, founder of schools, orphanages, homes for senior citizens, and an asylum for the mentally ill. As parish priest for the cathedral, while overseeing repairs in a vault behind the altar, he is credited as having found an urn made of lead with the name and remains of Admiral Christopher Columbus. This show names of Columbus to Cuba. The first building on the right.
Right, where is it? Ito pala yun.
Turning here on the corner is a two-story stone house called the House of the Caped Man, a mysterious person from the colonial era who lived closed up inside. Noble family that beneath his cape you could see an embroidered cross from a holy religious order. Legend has it that from here he went to Mexico, where the viceroy and the royal court executed. The Catholic Church on the right is the Imperial Church of Santo Domingo, completed in 1535. It was here that the first university in the Americas was founded. It was a cultural lighthouse that shone over the new continent.
Centro.
On the right is the park. We are now traveling from the French-style balconies and the Spartan simplicity of these stone Spanish-style houses provide contrast and give a touch of romance to this street, which was once the site.
Gusto mo dito? Upo sa akin.
public that baptized them for a person, event, or special characteristics. Now we're on the street that was once called Street of the Martyrs. When Francis Drake held everyone in the city hostage in 1586, his fierce corsairs captured 2 monks in the Dominican church who tried to stop the sacrilege being done to the main altar. The savage gang made fun of the defenseless monks. They humiliated them, beat them, and tortured them without mercy, finally hanging them from a tree. In front of you is the chapel of the Third Dominican Order. It was part of the church. In the 19th century, Maria de Ostos, he turned it into the first teacher's college, specializing in preparing educators. On the right is the park of Fray Bartolomé de las Casas, in memory of a friar who dedicated his life to the defense of the Indians of this island and of all the Americas. On the weekends, there is an artisan market here. Now on the right is the Tostado House, which today is a museum of the Dominican family. On exhibition here are the furnishings and domestic accoutrements from the 18th and 19th centuries. We now return to the street of Isabella la Católica. On the right is the House of the Sacrament, donated to the church by the Garray family as a result of a sacred vow. At the front is the Archbishopric Palace, and to the left, the Metropolitan Cathedral. Right. This building has been home to a cultural association, a school, parliamentary chambers, police station, and School of Fine Arts. Now, it's destined to be a cathedral museum. Beside it is the Palace of Bourgelat, which is also known as the House of Diego de Herrera, another building from the 16th century that through time has had multiple uses, the most notable of which was the Palace of Governor Bourgelat, who added the balcony and gallery that give the house its regal appearance. Well, we've arrived at our station, and the Colonial Chu Chu thanks you for the distinction that you, as our passengers, bestow upon us. It's your enjoyment of our tour that makes us happy. Gracias.
Ayun na.
Thank you.
Gracias.